Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I am going to talk a little bit about how I do sight words with the kids. Also, my camera is not like straight, so I'm gonna be moving it until it like stays how I want it. Just letting you guys know it's gonna be moving a little bit. But in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I do sight words with the twins. So just to start off, when I first started homeschooling them, I did do sight words, and sight word was a big thing in our homeschool curriculum. And then I think it was around the end of November or the beginning of November, I decided that I wasn't going to be doing sight words anymore, and that I was just going to focus on phonics. And I was going to do what I call now a sight words test. Why are the birds so loud? Sorry. I do a sight word monthly test where every month I do a test to the kids on their sight words, and I think that works a lot better, at least for us, instead of doing sight words every single day. So let me just show you guys how it works. So I keep it in a bunch of papers here in this little sheet protector. So there's a bunch of different sight words that are out there in the internet, going from fry words. Going from fry words to Dutch sight words to what your state or school or Common Core has. I believe Common Core also has their own sight words. But this is the sight words that we are doing. So just to start off, this is what I first started the kids on. The Dutch complete list. Can you please focus? Complete list of Dutch sight words and Dutch nouns, and you can get it in this website right here, if you can see that. So they have from pre-primer all the way to 3rd grade, and then they have 95 nouns. I was recommended this by JDA. Well, I wasn't recommended personally, but in her channel she recommends it. So if you guys want to know a little bit more about JDA, go check her out on her channel. Okay, but here are the sight words. This is considered for pre-K, kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd, and 3rd. This is the only thing that they have. They don't have 4th, they don't have 5th, etc., etc. So when I first started doing sight words with the kids, I mainly focused on the pre-primer one, which is these right here. And I also focused on the primer one. And then when I decided to stop doing sight words around November, like I mentioned, we only did these two. And I stopped doing sight words. And then February 8, 2019, I decided to start what I call our monthly sight words test, where I give the kids this list or whatever list they're on of sight words, and they will read to me every single row. So I will give the child the list and they would just read it to me. Also, I apologize for it being broken. This has been with us for a couple months. So the kids already knew the pre-primer and the primer list, so this was not really hard for them. But then the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd and nouns were something that was a little difficult. As you see, a lot of them are either highlighted or had little X's. If you can see those like M's for Monique or little X up here, that can tell you how, I kept track of which one they got wrong and which one they got right. So let me just show you. So we started this testing in February 8, and the first time that we did this, Monique got 33 wrong and David got 2 wrong. March 2019, Monique got 13 wrong and David got 1. In April, she got 3 wrong and David got 0. So, and I did right here to take his time because he was rushing it. And then here we have May, Monique got 1 wrong. And then June, which is today, she took it again and she got 0 wrong. So the way that I advance them to the next thing, which is fry words. So let me just show you guys. After they finish this, when they you see how David got 0 wrong in April? He then moved to what they call fry words. And I'll show you that right now if I can find the list. 1 second. Oh, let me show you. This is what I printed out for the kids can see it really big. And I used to have them go down this list and read it to me. So if you don't want something like this where the words are really small, I recommend getting this one. You can easily find it online. Just type Deutsch pre-primer sight words and you can find it, or you can make it your own. But this was the first thing I used with the twins, and then I ended up printing this out when we stopped doing sight words. Let me get, if I can find it. 1 second. Oh, they also have these, what's it called? From the really good, where's this website? Really good stuff teaching guide. Let's go fishing in Deutsch, pre-primer, primer, and first grade sight words. And I don't know what, oh, here it is. reallygoodstuff.com. They also have their own version of the Deutsch sight words. And they also have pre-primer, first grade, and primer. And yeah. So you can print it either way. You don't have to print it specifically this way. You can either print it this way or this way if you're gonna do it. I'm looking for, sorry, I'm all over the place. I should have like been a lot more organized, but I can't. Oh, I do have it here. Okay. And then when the kids finish this, we go into fry words. Fry words are a list of 1,000 words that they recommend for the child to learn, and this is the first 100, so the first one. And there's 10 of these papers, so there's 1,000. So here it is. Monique is actually, she's going to be taking this one in July, because like I mentioned before, we do this once a month. David took this May 3rd and he got 0 wrong. So she's going to be taking this in July, and if she passes this without any wrong, she gets to advance into the second one, which is the second 100 right here. If they do get 1 wrong, and by I mean wrong is like, let's say that she says this words wrong, and then I point to it and she says she doesn't know, then that means she has to stay in that same list until she gets it right. So the question that I know a lot of people are going to be asking is like, how do I know when it's right? How do I know when to advance my child to the next level? So because I focus on phonics only, phonics teaches kids to read. So how do I explain this? Sorry about the noise. They're all over the place and they're slamming doors. So let's say she gets 1 wrong. I keep her in that level until she gets it right. And because we do phonics, and phonics teaches them the rules of how to say certain words, like for example the word each. A lot of schools or just people in general consider the word each a word that is not phonetic, that is not part of the phonic rules, but it is, because E and A make E and then each, the ch sound. So it is, you can learn a lot of these words just by learning phonics. You don't have to learn it by sight, which is sight words. Hopefully that made sense. But like I said, I will spend as long as possible until the child can master all of the words in their list. So this is what Monique will be doing, like I said, in July, because it's June right now. And she'll be working through this. And if she passes, she'll work through the second 100, which David did work on it. He passed it today. He got 0 wrong. So this is some of the words here. And then he will be doing in July the third 100. Excuse me. And that's the way I do sight words. I think that works best for us as a family. I don't really want them to focus too much on sight words. I really want them to learn to read by phonics, and then sight words can be, the extra help if they really don't know a word. Does that make sense? Phonics first, sight words second. So that's the way that we do sight words. We do it once a month. So let me just review. We do sight words once a month. We first start off with the Deutsch complete list, and you can either do once a month, you can do 1 box. So you can do let's say June, July, August, September, October, November. You can do that. Or if your child is a lot older and you believe that they have the capability of, sitting and doing this, then you can do all of them in one day. That's what I do. Monique and David are in kindergarten and they know all of these words. So that already tells you that every kid is different. Not every kid is going to do that. Then the next thing that you want to do is get the fry words and just have them do one sheet a month. So they would do this one July, they would do the second one on August, and then etc, etc, etc. Or you can do one list a month depending on your child. And this is the best way to teach sight words, just really focusing on phonics and not only sight words. Will teach your child to read a lot quicker, and your child will be reading way faster, and also will be reading higher, level books. If you guys have any questions about anything I said, I know I was all over the place when it came to this, but hopefully I made a little bit of sense. I think that phonics is way more important than sight words, and if your child is able to read in a phonetic way, they're able to read sight words with no problem. So if you guys have any questions, make a comment down below. Ask me anything that you want. Give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.